guys, what's going on? Today we are working on a 2006 Nissan Sentra, replacing the thermostat, which is right here, held on by three 10mm bolts, and the engine coolant temperature sensor, which is right here on top of your alternator. You just unplug this and you use a 19mm to get at it. It's nothing difficult at all. This vehicle does have the infamous P0128 code, or the engine coolant code, and we'll just go ahead and remove these and show you how we do it. Alright, the first step you want to do is go ahead and get your drain pan right underneath of the right side of your radiator as you're looking at the front of the vehicle. If you look right down here, you can see that there's a little butterfly seal. Go ahead and turn that and drain the fluid out of your radiator. Alright, after you've loosened the that wing screw down there, I guess you'd call it, to start draining the radiator fluid, wait for this truck to pass. Go ahead and remove your radiator cap so that the system can breathe easier and it'll drain a lot faster. Alright, now that the system is drained, you can go ahead and start by removing, right here is your thermostat housing. There are three 10mm bolts, and then the 19mm that is needed to remove your engine coolant temperature sensor is right here, right on top of your alternator. You just pull this straight out. We're going to go ahead and remove this thermostat. You do want to be aware there can still be coolant in here, so don't be surprised by that if your system did not. Sometimes it can have a little gurgle in the system and it won't drain everything. Just make sure that your catch can is underneath of your transmission and you should catch pretty much everything. Looks like it's just a little bit. It looks like there's probably some staved in here, so it's probably gonna dump out past the thermostat when we remove this. Just let that drain slowly so we don't get a splash effect. While that's happening, go ahead and grab the new thermostat. Make sure that you have that red cover over your alternator, or you can ground out your battery as you're working on it. You just want to break this loose, pull your socket off, and you can do the rest by hand. There might also be some coolant in here. If it is, just be a very small amount, as long as you drained your radiator properly. Go ahead and grab your new one and put it on in. You will need to use a deep socket for this, 19mm again. Just go ahead and put it down just till it's tight. You don't need to over torque this at all. It's got a seal on it, so it's not going to leak. Do not force anything on a car ever. Alright, that's good to go. Alright, thermostat has stopped leaking. Go ahead and remove it. As we see, the large portion is inward. And go ahead and get our new gasket. yourself some brake clean or something. Get some of that dirt off of there so we make sure we get a good seal. Make sure there's no dirt or anything on there. But the old one, the little, I guess you call that like a little relief screw, was facing up. So we're going to do that again. And that one's installed. Very simple procedure, not difficult at all. No reason to wait for this truck to pass. No reason at all to pay a dealership or whomever a small fortune to replace this. Go ahead and get them good with your hands. Make sure all three of them are in. Don't put one in and then torque it down. You want to make sure that all three are in so everything is lined up properly. And if you have an electric ratchet or if you have just a regular ratchet, you can go ahead and put them in. Again, don't torque the crap out of this, you know, just nice and gentle, nothing serious. Alright, feels good. Does not need to be, these aren't head bolts, they don't need to be torqued 500 pounds. Feels good. Alright, and there you have it. That's all you need to do. Go ahead, make sure that your butterfly valve down there on your radiator is closed, and go ahead and refill your system.